Assalamu alaikum to all the students out there. Miss Samia here. I welcome you all to the virtual learning English language of Guards Public School 1. Today, we are going to learn about present continuous tense forming the sentences in affirmative, negative, and interrogative forms. Uses of present continuous tense. It is used to describe an action occurring exactly at this time, that is, presently. Secondly, it is used to describe an action that is in progress since long time, means an ongoing action that started in past but still in process. Thirdly, to describe an action that going to happen in near future or after a short course of time. Things to remember while forming a sentence. A subject is doer or performer of the action in a sentence. A verb is an action word performed in a sentence. An object is a receiver of an action followed by the verb, or you can say for whom the action has been performed. Rules to follow while making a sentence of present continuous tense. To make a affirmative sentence, we use subject plus helping verb. Here we have two helping verbs. If our subject is singular, we use is as our helping verb. But if our subject is plural, we use are as our helping verb. To show the continuity of the action, we add ing with our first form of verb and then comes our object. Singular subject example. Child is reading a book. Plural subject example. Children. To make a negative sentence, we use subject plus helping verb. If our subject is singular, we use is as our helping verb. If our subject is plural, we use are as our helping verb. To make it negative, we add not. To show the continuity of action, we add ing with first form of verb, then comes our object of the sentence. Singular subject example. Child is not reading a book. Plural subject example. Children are not reading books. Making an interrogative sentence, we use helping verb to begin the sentence. But first we consider our subject. If our subject is singular, we begin our sentence using is as helping verb. But if our subject is plural, we begin our sentence using are as helping verb. After helping verb and subject, we use first form of verb with ing. Then comes our object. Since the sentence is in question or interrogative form, we must end it with a question mark. Singular subject example. Is child reading a book? Plural subject example. Are children reading books? Let's look into some example to know in which scenarios we use present continuous tense in our sentence. Sentence number 1. Affirmative. Amna is studying to become a doctor. Negative. Amna is not studying to become a doctor. Interrogative. Is Amna studying to become a doctor? This sentence shows an action that the girl is performing that is in progress but started since long time. Sentence number 2. Affirmative. Students are reading their books. Negative. Students are not reading their books. Interrogative. Are students reading their books? This sentence shows an ongoing action that the students are performing presently. Sentence number 3. Affirmative. Sarah is visiting her parents next weekend. Negative. Sarah is not visiting her parents next weekend. Interrogative. Is Sarah visiting her parents next weekend? This sentence shows an action that going to take place in near future, that is just after a week. Rules for subject pronoun are same as for affirmative, negative and interrogative, but the key point to remember are forming sentences using subject pronoun like I. For affirmative, we use am as our helping verb and ing with first form of verb. For negative, we use am not as our helping verb and ing with first form of verb. For interrogative, we use am as our helping verb and ing with first form of verb. Forming sentences using subject pronouns like he, she, it. For affirmative, we use is as our helping verb and ing with first form of verb. For negative, we use is not as helping verb and ing with first form of verb. For interrogative, we use is as helping verb and ing with first form of verb. Forming sentences using subject pronouns like we, they, you. For affirmative, we use are as helping verb and ing with first form of verb. For negative, we use are not as helping verb and ing with first form of verb. For interrogative, we use are as helping verb and ing with first form of verb. Let's look into some examples using subject pronoun. Affirmative. I am studying to become a doctor. Negative. I am not studying to become a doctor. Interrogative. Am I studying to become a doctor? This sentence shows an in progress action that started since long time. Here we have I as subject, so we have used am as helping verb. Sentence number 2. Affirmative. They are reading their books. Negative. They are not reading their books. Interrogative. Are they reading their books? This sentence shows an ongoing action. Here we have they as our subject and it is plural, so we have used are as helping verb. Sentence number 3. She is visiting her parents next weekend. Negative. She is not visiting her parents next weekend. Interrogative. Is she visiting her parents next weekend? This sentence shows an action that will take place in near future. Here our subject is singular, so we have used is as our helping verb. Let's do our self-assessment to get to know how much we have learned. Students, you can see 5 sentences. You just need to figure out the correct option out of 2 given at the end of each sentence. I know you can. Your time starts now. Here are the answers. I'm sure you have figured out all the correct ones. After watching the video carefully and grasping the important points from it, you will be able to complete your home assignment. Question number 1. Transform the following sentences into negative and interrogative forms. Question number 2. Change the following sentences into present continuous tense. Activity. Use the given verbs with suitable subject mentioned in the picture and make sentences in present continuous tense. Make sure to use correct form of verb and helping verb while forming the sentences. You can elaborate the sentence by adding adverb, adjective or object as per suitability of the situation of your sentence. Students who have workbook with them will directly do page number 114, question number 2 in it. Rest will do in their copies. Read the given sentences and fill the blank spaces with the correct form of present indefinite and present continuous tense as per the situation mentioned in the sentence. For the help, you can go through the videos of present indefinite and present continuous tense for revising the rules and their usage. True education comes from a passion for learning. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned and enjoyed it as well. Stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.